Give them hell!
Good morning, ladies and gents. So I'm back with another video. This time around we're going to be having a very quick look at the new system that's just come into the game. This is the Artificers Reforge. So come on over to the armourer and you will be able to select this icon. Before we get into it though, I'm just going to show you the new item that you need to actually take into the Artificers Forge with you, and this is the Artificers Stone. So you can get this from weekly quests, Battle Pass, Fame, Envoy, the item market. So there's a few different ways that you can actually get this thing. If we don't seem to get a lot of them, we also get some kind of like from random chests and stuff that I've seen as well. I don't know if you get any of these from open world kind of drops. Definitely want to keep an eye on. I know sometimes they do drop kind of crafting materials out there in the like derelict buildings and derelict houses and stuff. You do also need actually all the regular kind of crafting items as well, so you're going to be needing a few of those to actually be doing this. But it is a very useful system. Some people just don't know kind of what they're doing right now with it, which is kind of scaring them a little bit. But I am here to kind of explain everything as best as I can to you, so you can actually understand it and roll some decent gear. So some of the rolls that people have been getting, especially on the preview event, were absolutely insane. I know that the potential rewards from the system have been decreased from the preview event last week, but some of the rewards that you can get out of this are still very, very good and very, very high. I have re-rolled pretty much all of my armor now except my boots, which I have been saving for this video, so I'm going to show you exactly what happens and how you do this. But I have re-rolled my glaive, I have re-rolled my chest piece, gloves and my helmet. Obviously as soon as you have kind of reforged it, you will have a reforged tag actually come up on it as well. My gloves went from a legendary to a blue. The blues had better stats, so that just goes to show you how important and how good this system potentially can be. So there's no real kind of hard and fast rules about what you can get up to, etc, etc. However, some of the rumblings and testing has found that armor can give up to about 2000 HP each now with the reforged system. Weapons about double the amount of stats. For example, the old Maul gold roll was about 250 to 300 extra damage, now can get up to 450 extra. So it is some mad stuff. You can also roll all of the kind of 4 stats, the 4 attribute points on everything. I've got toughness now on my glaive, which is absolutely insane, so it gives me a little bit more survivability. It's just a mad system. It's a system that you definitely need to actually be using. Obviously on the left here you have all the required materials. So for my glaive, if I wanted to reforge my legendary glaive here, then I would need all of these materials here. For example, as soon as you press anything, obviously everything then changes, etc, etc. So it will explain to you what all the required materials are here. Use bound material and bronze cords. This is always, if you untick this, what will happen is if you have a unbound original item and you are then using unbound materials, your item will remain unbound, which means you can sell that on the auction house. If you are using bound material, you will not be able to sell whatever item you reforge onto the auction house. So just bear that in mind. If you are doing this with the intent of actually selling this stuff, you have to be using unbound things. I'm going to stick my boots in, my Carnifax boots, into the system. Obviously you saw that one in there, because these currently are unbound. As soon as I press bound, it will actually come up saying the item, once you have done it, will automatically bound to you, so you can't really mistakenly do an unbound item by accident. So that's quite good kind of warning. Just don't click straight through it. Is not the good thing. But saying that, I've actually realised I've used my wrong set of Carnifax boots, so that's actually saved me a roll there. That was quite useful. So you have the ability to actually lock one of these stats. You can only lock one, you can't lock any more than that. It will just swap on over, and what this does is this will make sure that stat does not get touched whatsoever. So I had a question last night on stream about, can a locked item actually go up so it only saves it from going down? I don't believe it does either. So once it is locked, it means it is just totally out. It isn't going to go up, it isn't going to go down. So for things on your, like your armor, so the leadership stats on your armor, I would say if you have anything above 17 to 18 leadership on an armor piece, you want to be locking that, because you don't want to be reforging an item, getting a really, really good item, and then losing a load of leadership, which just kind of avoids or misses the point of doing this. On your weapons, obviously you want to be focusing really on kind of like blunt damage for your glaives or strength, something like that. I think I protected the strength on this one for mine. So I lost a little bit of blunt damage, but the crit value that I actually picked up on this was just, it was insane, totally insane, so it's totally worth doing. So I've got all the required materials here. I've locked my leadership. Obviously this little padlock here will show you exactly what that kind of, or what stat is actually locked. Obviously these result odds are obviously what your odds are of getting a rare, an epic, and a legendary. Obviously the legendaries will come with more stats. However, like I said, my blue gloves had better stats on them than what they did as a legendary, so I'm not really paying too much attention to this kind of bit here. So I'm going to reforge this and see what we get from this. Again, it is much the same as the crafting. You can choose the original one or you can choose the brand new one, so you're not going to kind of be losing something straight away. With this one straight away I can see 500 extra health, that's quite good, 26 extra slashing down defense, 10 extra piercing defense. I do lose 12 blunt and I do lose 7 crit value, but I have actually gone down a rarity here. I would say actually though this is probably better, so I am going to be picking that. And there we go, that is your reforged item. Obviously you do blast through these Artificers stones very, very quickly, so make sure you are only doing the kind of items that you really, really want to be doing and getting kind of better stats on. Like for instance, I am probably going to do my boots again once more, so I'm just going to show you that again. I'm going to leave it locked onto leadership though and see what we get this time. Hopefully we'll get up a little bit better. No, so here I would actually probably choose, because a lot more kind of units and stuff use slashing, I'm probably going to choose this original one here. I've got now the materials ready for one more, so I think what I'm probably going to do here is I'm going to go for my pair of gloves here. However, I'm going to not lock my leadership, because I am actually quite interested to see what kind of stats come back for leadership values. I've not tried this at all yet. Still, I don't think the leadership can go above a certain amount on a particular piece. I think it's about 25, but let's give it a go. Let's see what happens. Ooh, so I have actually lost 4 leadership here, so my leadership has gone down slightly. However, I've gained 640 health, that's mad. I've gained a little bit of defense on all of the different stats as well. Is that worth 4 leadership? I would say it probably is, to be honest, so I am actually going to go with that one. And there you go, that is the reforging system in a nutshell. Obviously the rules page is just down here, you can have a read through here and all the rest of it. All that says here is obviously the better kind of equipment will give you extra attributes. Nothing really else though to kind of know about this. These are really tough to get hold of, so don't blast through them. You're only going to be getting a certain amount of them, like, to be honest. So just want to be saving them as best you can. But I hope that kind of explains the system in depth and gives you a bit of a glimpse into the system as well. Let me know your best kind of rolls down the bottom. Hit that like button as always, folks. Hit that sub button, all that lovely fan-doobie-tastic stuff. And I hope to catch you out on the battlefield.